Well, hi there. Welcome to Movie Review Mom. I'm the mom and I do the movie reviews. And my goal is to give you the heads up on filmmaking quality and content so that you can make the best decision as to whether or not you want to spend time or money or both watching a specific film. So, the specific film I'm reviewing today is called Battle for Saipan. This action drama will be available to watch on November 25th, 2022. The film is rated R and is an hour and 34 minutes. My movie review mom grade is probably about a B minus, and I'll explain why. Don't click away. If you're going to do any clicking action, click to subscribe or click to give it a thumbs up or click on that bell and it'll notify you every time I upload a new movie review, trailer reaction, or documentary analysis. So I'm going to give you an overview in a nutshell, and then I'll point out things I liked and didn't like, as well as offer tips for parents, themes worth talking about, and even recommendations for other films that I instantly thought of as I was watching this one. All right, let's dive in. In a nutshell, the story is about a surgeon who defends a hospital from invading enemy forces in the Battle of Saipan during World War II. The film was written and directed by Brandon Slagle. That always impresses me when one person can do all of that for a film. So here is the long list of things that I did like about the movie. First of all, the cast includes plenty of handsome, manly men. Casper Van Dien, Jeff Fahey, Louis Mandylor, Josh Riley, Randall J. Bacon, Ian O'Brien, and many more. It's always interesting to learn about the battles that occurred during World War II. I don't know why I love war movies, military movies. Well, I do know why. I have some military people in my family, but also because, especially if it's World War II, there was such a contrast between good and evil, the good guys and the bad guys, and so many stories of heroism. So I'm always amazed that there are more stories that I don't know about. There were many battles that were raging across the globe. I saw a documentary about this battle in Saipan many years ago. This movie is a reenactment of the events. There's plenty of action. We don't often get to see the role of military nurses played in battles, but this movie includes several women and how they handle these events. Ultimately, the movie is so sad to watch because so many lives were lost over such a tiny piece of land. Saipan is a very small island, yet was crucial to obtain and claim in the Pacific theater during World War II. The movie reveals many skirmishes during that time period. The soldiers joke around during the few quieter moments of the movie to illustrate the incredible bond of brotherhood that they feel for one another. Now, my oldest son is currently in the military and has spoken about how powerful that bond is. I love seeing movies that feature that. We see actual footage of the war in Saipan, and it is just devastating. I'm definitely not an expert on this battle, but it appears that they have tried to make it as accurate as possible. Comment down below if you see things after you watch this movie that are spot on, and you might pick out a few things that were maybe a stretch of Hollywood. I don't know. I liked the medical aspect of this movie rather than just focusing on infantry soldiers, for example. My nephew is a medical doctor who actually got to go to Saipan for an international internship when he was in medical school. He said it was fascinating to be there and shared some stories with me about the people and what it was like to live on this tiny island. Unfortunately, COVID quarantines forced him to evacuate the island and return home. He said he would have loved to have been able to stay there longer. So there were a few things that I didn't like about the movie. For example, some of the acting is over the top, but all of the actors seem to be truly earnest in giving a true telling of this story and showing honor in the true lives, the real lives of people who live these events. the movie looks like it had a fairly small budget. For example, the set pieces look like set pieces. There are some bad green screen moments as well. And there's almost too much action that we become a little numb to all of it by the end of the movie. I just kind of looked away and, my mind started wandering because I could hear action, dying, violence, that kind of stuff. So let me give you some tips for parents. There is profanity and a lot of F-bombs, and this is really not an appropriate movie for young kids. There are strong violence, bloody images, and dead bodies, and in fact, a very high dead body count. Guns, machine artillery, tanks, and other weapons are used. Hand-to-hand combat, fighting, lots of destruction. It's a very violent movie. Some of the themes that are illustrated very well are courage, tenacity, hope, that brotherhood I was talking about, war, of course, and the determination to reach a goal at all costs. So some of the movies that I instantly thought of were, of course, my all-time favorite World War II movie, which is Saving Private Ryan. It seems so realistic. Thank goodness. I've never been in a war, so I can't tell you it really is. But I had heard that they just spared no expense to really paint a realistic picture in that movie. It has plenty of action and a lot of heart. And I just think it's so well done and very powerful. And then if you want to watch a documentary about Saipan specifically, check out World War II, the Pacific Theater, which covers some of the islands, but specifically Saipan. And it's a documentary, interesting, especially if you want to understand more of the history and how the battle played out in every detail. All right, that's it. Thank you so much for spending a few minutes with me while I talk about movies. I hope that my reviews are helpful to help you decide if you want to watch a particular movie or not. Thank you so much. I do appreciate your feedback and your comments below. And I will catch you in the next movie. Until then, bye for now.